Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh man, I forgot my coffee. Oh well. Man. I love y'all. I know you guys have been missing the lives here. She only sleeps when it's raining. I have not been getting a whole lot of sleep. I got a 8-day-old infant kitten that I've got to bottle feed every few hours, and he ain't pooped now. And this is going on, it's been 2 days, so I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to walk up to the damn vet because my car also is out again. I don't know what the hell happened to it this time. So it's been a hell of a week. Good morning, good morning. Nah, man, I've been battling my inner child all week. That's pretty much what I always go through when I'm in a crisis, man. Because I was, yeah, I'll be your Huckleberry. Blessed be. It's no wonder the truth is stranger than fiction. The fiction has to make sense. Very true. Life is a lot more unbelievable than any fantasy story you could possibly read. I can see for miles and miles. All right, let's get you some cards, and I'm going to ramble on because I need to get some of this off my chest. Because it was my mom's birthday yesterday, and we got in a fight the day before. And part of me feels terrible, but the other part of me is just still so freaking angry, man. Still so angry because... And it's been angrier this last year than it's ever been before because I went to the hospital in 2019 at the end. I had taken Chantix, and I hadn't slept for a week, and I had a total schizophrenic breakdown. Yeah, I pretty much made a total ass of myself all over town. And yeah, I went to the hospital for 2 weeks. And then when I got out, my kid's father decided he wasn't going to pay child support anymore. He'd only been paying for a couple of months anyway. And then everybody just expected me to just magically go back to normal immediately. Nobody gave me any time to work out any medications. Nobody gave me any time for any of that. I was just expected to come back and perform exactly how I was before I had the breakdown with the Chantix. And my inner child has just been pissed. Just beyond pissed. I mean, because I live with my mother attached to an apartment here. And I don't know, just the way she's put stuff on me and everything else, I've just been so bitter because I remembered when I had my big spiritual awakening, and I used to tell Rob this all the time, I was like, I don't really have any real memories of my childhood. I was like, all my memories are just me repeating stories I've heard about me from my childhood. And now I've realized that a lot of my childhood, a lot of the stories aren't even what happened. I can't believe a lot of them now. I don't even know what's real. But then when I had my awakening, I did remember actual memories from lucid dreaming and things like that. Right? And it's just, I was a parentified child, not out of any malicious intent or anything else like that. But I had my first job at 14. I was working 2 jobs and going to school at 16. I was diagnosed with bipolar depression, put on Zoloft. I had a breakdown from taking the Zoloft and had to do psychiatric treatment when I was 16 over that medication. You would think I'd learn my lesson about trying to take pills to help me with anything, right? And even then, by 17, I was paying half the bills in the house. By the time I was 20, my credit was like 180 from all the bills that had been put in my name and not been paid. You know, so from out the gate, there was a lot of disadvantages. And I didn't mind that, you know what I'm saying? I didn't mind, I don't know, because I grew up in the struggle, the warrior, you know, whatever. My sister, she got knocked up at 17, and so she was out the house. It was just me and my mom from 14 on. So when all that happened now, and I'm looking over, and it's like, I remember the struggles when she was my age. And I remember me having to step up and help. So I have a very angry, bitter inner child with her. And the other day when the car broke down and I was outside for an hour in the rain, we're dealing with that. And I didn't get home till almost 6. And nobody even thought to start dinner for the kids or touch a dish or help out with anything at the house while I was dealing with all that. Yeah, it caused a pretty big argument. I still got a very, very angry inner child that is very strong, and she's pissed. And I keep trying to tell people this, and I keep trying to tell them to give me space, but nobody wants to. And I mean, and it goes for both of them. You know, my father is an Aquarian who lives in Florida who hasn't talked to me since my son was 4 months old. And I guarantee that man will go to the grave before he calls me first. And I don't know what I did to him other than move out when he kicked my boyfriend out. That was it. And I wrote him a letter. Anybody I cut off, before I cut them completely off, if I can, I mail them a handwritten letter. And if the letter doesn't make it to them, then it's the universe intervening, right? All right. Enough of my drama and my venting and my BS. I've been going on for 6 minutes? Let's get to y'all's cards for the day. All right. For the collective energies that we're dealing with this growing, waxing moon. Rite of passage, right? Good morning. We got a rite of passage here that's definitely going on. You got the Jack of Pentacles here, right? Someone enthusiastic with entrepreneur ideas, planting those seeds. I do see at the end here, it's just like there's these game playing and looking back on them. So it's like part of the energy wants to just move on and start planting seeds in the 3D again, right? Get those balls rolling. And then the other part is like looking back on game playing. And yeah, I think a lot of people are looking back on game playing, and I think it's on all levels. I mean, because if you even get into the vibe that I was just riding on, it's when you hit your awakening, it's not that you just awaken to yourself, you awaken to everybody, right? Even your parents and everything else like that. You see all the games that they played. You see all the games that everybody's playing. And you weigh where you were playing the games as well. That's what I'm getting with the looking back. And the Six of Cups isn't necessarily looking back like it's a bad thing either. A lot of times the game playing was fun. On the 40, I see a lot of passionate inspiration energy coming in. A lot of creative energy to create on things and work on skills that you've been learning to develop. I do see the completion of a cycle coming, but a truce has to be made. A truce has to be made and a decision has to be made. It has to be set within your own mind because this is on the 40 line, right? This isn't a truce that you need to make with anybody else. This is a truce that needs to be made within if you want to start manifesting anything again. See, looking at this line, I get like this sense from like the scene in The Notebook where Noah's screaming at her, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? That's what the 5D is saying right now. Because you got all these reversed, right? Here we go. We got the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords. So you got Mr. Prince Charming, Mr. Captain Save-A-Ho, and whatever it is you're trying to work on, right? That purpose you're searching for. And it's like you can't decide. And it's, once again, it's like you need to make a decision. What do you want? Because what you want is your true Nine of Cups. What do you want? Right? Remove all of this. Because even the purpose thing keeps coming down to money for a lot of people. Right? And your purpose might have nothing to do with actually making money. You know, even if you're a really passionate tarot reader, your purpose might not to be making money reading tarot. Your purpose might be to read tarot for fun for your friends, but your calling skill for money might be in a slightly different area, right? Sometimes attaching money to your purpose will be your downfall. We got friendship and journey here. At the very end for your oracle cards here, right? I love these decks. It's almost like she did one big painting and you can almost cut it up. When you put it all together like that, doesn't it almost look like the Fool card? Right? But instead of a leap at the end, look at the edge of the cliff. I'm going to let you guys interpret that on your own because that's what this deck is for. Where's my little thingy? If you're interested in this deck, it's called the Intuitive Discovery Oracle deck. It can only be found at that website. I'mNotTangled.com. But the whole point of this deck is to interpret the cards on your own. But I do love the way that I can... She's got another couple that are like a treehouse and stuff like that, but I do see a lot of symbolism in there, right? The Fool, it's a kid, the dog, the cliff, and a hot air balloon at the end, right? Isn't that cool? I don't know. I just got that whole saying, what if I fall? But oh, darling, what if you fly? All righty, y'all. I'll let you meditate on that one today. Oh, yeah, I know the energy was a little bit low. I've got several videos to do today. And then I'm going to try and get those done before everybody wakes up. Let's see. What were the messages when we came in today? They're trying to get through to you guys. I'll be your Huckleberry. Some people are still playing that game with somebody else. She only sleeps when it's raining. Somebody needs to get some rest. I can see for miles and miles. Don't let that drive you nuts. It's no wonder the truth is stranger than fiction. The fiction has to make sense. Life will always be stranger. Blessed be y'all. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all. Thank you for letting me vent this morning. And I'm going to get to the rest of your readings and load some more of What's the Deal. And yeah, I'll get back to you guys hopefully tomorrow morning. All right.